Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Witch in the Woods. And it is Boxing Day. So, yeah, it has been a rough couple of days. For most of us, I imagine. Yeah, it's going to be a fairly laid-back episode, I imagine. Yeah, the chests have reverted to their non-Christmassy form, so that's kind of good to see. Another 363 days or whatever to see that again. So let me see, first on our list, Essentia progress. And then we're going to go node capturing while I talk Christmas. So I extended this to be 3 alembics, which means that I can gather all of the Essentia from things that have up to 3 aspects. Which makes it a lot easier to get aspects. So let me see, we've got a bunch, and these are easy to see if I have this on. So I've got Terra, I've got Aqua, I've got Granum, Bestia, Vitreous, Humanus, Pregentatio, Sano, Victus. Dude, that got messed up in my early development, so yeah. Permutatio, Herba, lot of Herba, Instrumentum, Fames, Messis, Lucrum. I think the ones that I need to make my talisman. Let's see, let's take a look at them. They are. What is it? Fumus better. Oh, no mind. There you are. They are Humanus, Instrumentum, Sano, and Victus. Do I have Instrumentum? Yes, I have Instrumentum. So I have enough. Enough of the aspects I need to make this. But it's probably going to be a good idea if we also get. Let me see. It's probably under Artifice. Bone bow? No, although Dave loves that. Where are you? Come on. Show your face. I cannot find it. Where are you? Come on. Advanced. Nope, not here. Is it here? Where has it gone? Come on. Don't show me up on camera. There's stuff to do. And additionally things. Huh. Well, anyway, somewhere in here there is a... Ah, there it is. Wand recharge pedestal. And there is also a compound recharge focus. So, this one can be placed on top of a wand recharge pedestal, which will allow any wand it contains to siphon off the compound vis from nearby nodes. Each point of compound vis is broken down to a single point of primal vis, and all the excess energy is lost. However, it is a good start, and you will discover better ways to access this resource. So, this basically lets me take the compound essentials, such as Sano, such as Lucrum, and all that from nodes, and use that to charge my wand a bit faster. This does require a few things that I don't have, Aurum being the most obvious one. Some of you did point out in the last episode that I can go over here to the aspects section, but surprisingly, I haven't found a single thing that actually has Aurum, so I'm going to have to keep looking for that, so that I can break it down into its component parts and actually get something useful. But found a whole ton of stuff that has air, found a few things, I believe, that have Pregentatio. Yep, more than a few, actually. So I can burn down all of those things inside of our alembics and get some of that, but I need to find something that has Aurum first, because I've only found that by mixing stuff, but... Anyways, that is that. We're also going to have to actually work on stabilizing this thing, because it's still completely untouched, it's still totally barren and bare, so we do need to worry about that, but we can worry about that later. Our job today is that we're going out, and we are capturing a bunch of nodes. I should probably grab both of my wands, because I imagine I'm going to need a lot of Essentia for this. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, which is entirely possible because I talk a lot of rubbish, let's see, if we find, maybe our node in a jar. Water jars have proven themselves capable of storing all manner of mundane and mystical things, and you believe you have discovered another use for them, trapping aura nodes. So if I surround an aura node in glass, full 3x3, for a grand total of 9, 18, 26 pieces of glass, as well as topping it off with 9 slabs of various kinds, and giving it a whole ton of stuff, then we can manage to get ourselves a node. And I am not actually convinced that I have enough in any of these ones for this. This could get interesting. This could get very interesting. But we're gonna try it. We're at least gonna go out and find some nodes to, like, surrounding glass and then get back to them, if need be. Let's see. Lovely. Okay, great. 1 second. God, honestly. I could, of course, use my Mystic Branch to, like, clear this stuff. That uses a ton of power, and it's kind of boring. Let's just take a nap. So, it is Boxing Day, which means it is after Christmas Day, which means it is also after Christmas Eve, which means I've been busy. As I mentioned last episode, my family is kind of scattered a bit. So there's my maternal grandparents who have divorced. They divorced last year. And then there is, most recently, my own parents who have also split up. And they're also in different places now as well. So I had to go to quite a few places. Perditio and Terra. It's a big node, but I don't know if that's worth it. So let's take a look around. Air, Ignis, Perditio. Aqua, Ordo, Perditio, Terra. That's a nice one. Let's grab that one. So let's set that as our target and head out. So yeah, I had to go to like a grand total of like 5 or 6 places. Honestly, it's kind of a blur at this stage. Over the course of the past few days, to properly celebrate Christmas, which was tiring, very tiring. I'm slightly amazed that I managed to get this video put together, actually. That is a cow with an afro. Okay then. Flying on by. So yeah, I'm a bit worn out. Thankfully, I didn't have to host anyone this year, so that was a bonus, I guess. Okay, so what kind of numbers have you got? Oh boy. This is where that compound recharge focus comes in handy. So Terra, Aqua, Decidia, Ordo, Mortis, Perditio, and Tenebrae. These are smaller numbers, but that is 4 different primals. I think 1, 2, 3... Yeah, 4 different primals and 2 compounds in one thing. Now, word of advice, when you're grabbing this stuff, do not break the block that it's in. You'll find a bunch of them inside of silverwood trees. Don't touch it. Because as soon as you do that, it will actually destroy the node, so it's better to grab them whilst they're still in the block. It will actually pay attention to that, so don't worry. But I got some pretty fantastic stuff. So if you're paying attention, you might notice that my webcam is in fact a much higher resolution. You might also notice that my actual game, like, footage is also in a much higher definition. That is because I have now acquired a new monitor, which is 1080p all of the way. And I have also procured a new C920, Logitech C920 HD 1080p webcam. And dear boy, you're taking a lot of damage. Which means that I'm able to create full-blown 1080p stuff, and yep, I do not have the aspects for this. I've also locked this one off because I can't grab to it now. That's fine, we're going to go over and we're going to capture some. So let me add a new waypoint here. Oop, not a marker. New marker, so call it node 1 of group box nodes. So I'll come back later once I got a better wand for it. Okay, next location. Oh, nope. Definitely not. Nope. Nope. Go away. Nodes. What we got over here? Auditio, Permutatio, and Victus. Victus is a nice one, so let's grab that. Although Victus is actually a combat, isn't it? So, anyways. Here we are. Looks like a tiny one. So yeah, that's a fantastic thing. That means I now actually don't have to boot up one of my laptops. That is really small on the primals. Like, ooh. 1 Ordo I'm seeing there. Is that just not recharged yet? Might not have recharged it. It says 11 on the readout. Let's pass on that one. Okay, Air Aqua Terra. Let's go for that one. Which direction will it be? No, that's just north, I think. There we are. Over this way. So yeah, that's fantastic to find. So I can... Ooh, did I not mark this one? Ooh, that is a nice one. 52. Okay, we're getting this one. And I'm also going to drain it a little bit, because I'm apparently low on stuff anyways. So yeah, that's great. Let me see, what else did I get? Let's see, I got a little bit of cash. Cash is sort of the thing I was most expecting. I definitely wasn't expecting the monitor. I was barely expecting the webcam, actually. But good quality webcam, good to have. I got funnily enough, 2 of the first presents I got this year were in fact mugs, and I got those from my mother. Well, I got those from my brother and my mother, who apparently were on the same wavelength. And they must have been on the same wavelength as my dad as well, because I then also got a PG Tips box. Like a box of different tea bags from my dad. Completely different building, so that's impressive. Ooh, I put that in the wrong group. Okay, 2 seconds. Nope. I'm right over it. It's right on top of me, sir. There we go. And we want box nodes. There we go. Good. All better. And let's head back for this one again. So yeah, apparently my family knows me a little too well because they almost, like, bear in mind, I have a brother, a mother, and a father. And all 3 of them got me tea paraphernalia. So apparently my family knows me a bit too well, if anything. Now this one is over the ocean. I got a bunch of chocolates, naturally. I'm definitely taking the Boxing Day, the standard Boxing Day... Am I not able to see this just yet? No, it's over here in the Erie. The standard Boxing Day diet of chocolate tart, because I've got little else. Whoop. I can't stop. Okay, ooh, that is a nice one. Yep, we're grabbing that one. We're taking it. Let me see. Bunch of chocolates. I got some chocolates, some shortbread, some chocolate shortbread. Yeah, I should probably, like, describe the mugs that I got, actually, because I imagine you're all going to enjoy that. I got one, which is just like a plain decorated white one, but the decoration is Mr. T. Rex. It's, like, literally, it's Mr. T-E-A, and then it's a T-Rex, dressed as Mr. T. It's awesome. So, loving that one. That one's probably going to show up in some videos at some point, I imagine. I got the skull cap of a defeated elf. Which, yeah, that's a whole bunch of story. That is a new knitted cap from my mother. And, okay, let's grab this one. So, node free. Box nodes. There we go. Next target. Let's see, auto air. I guess we'll head for one of these then. This way. Okay. We're basically just, like, running around, boxing up nodes that we can come and grab later. That's what's happening here right now. And then the other one that I got from my brother is a Fumwar mug. And that's a bit hard to describe, but basically it's a plain old white mug with a hand for a handle, and the hand is just like... Ooh, that's a nice one. The hand is just sort of in a Fumwar kind of position, and I'll wager my brother thought that he was being dead clever when he got it, but it turns out that it's really tremendously awkward to hold when there's actually any weight coming on, like, inside of the mug itself. Because, like, that's not the Fumwar position is not a position that you generally are, like, holding on to something that's trying to, like, avoid the pull of gravity. So, yeah, that's a pain. I probably won't use that one too much, but it was, I appreciate the thought, at least. Okay, so, node 4, box nodes, there we go. And there's another one around here, which is also of the same caliber. Let's take a look at that one, see if we can find it. Probably it's underground a bit, though. We'll see if we can find it in this tainted area. Oh, yeah, I can see it. So yeah, those are my mugs, and I got a box of PG Tips pyramid tea bags. Hello. Wait, why am I afraid? This is nothing to me. Except a nuisance. And... Oh, and now I'm in oil. Great. I am just like Greenpeace's worst nightmare right now. Yeah. A lion covered in oil. Is this not going away? Thank you. A little closer, a little closer, a little closer. About here. We'll be there we are. Okay, so what do you like? Ooh, you're right nice. And you've got some potential in you too. I see some potential in you. Ah. Okay, but yeah, it's been a tiring Christmas. It's the first Christmas where we've had so many places to go, so my brother and I have been run pretty much ragged. Getting everything seen to. And he and his girlfriend have had the standard question of when's the date. But, you know, they're not even engaged yet. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend. They have been for 5 years, in fairness to the people who asked that question. But, you know, also got to find out how woefully uninformed my brother is about the genders and sexualities of his own species, which is news to me, I have to say. Don't worry, he wasn't very problematic about it. It was just hilarious to see him be utterly flabbergasted at the notion of pansexuality and all sorts. Don't ask how that came up at the dinner table, please. Don't think I could handle it. Oh, that's the way I came down originally. Okay. Okay. So, your homework, although it's the holiday season, you could miss this one if you wanted, but I find it quite nice. Was rare exports. Now, this was a small kind of independent film, foreign as well by Westerner standards, I guess. But it was really well done. I liked it a lot. Air Aqua Order. Let's go grab that one. I'm sure there's one or two that I'm missing right now that I could really use, but we'll find out later. Where's the up? There is up. Right. Fly, you fool. Oh yeah, apparently this has not despawned because I've just been gone for that long. So yeah, great movie. I highly recommend it, hence the reason I did. And it centers around this project that's going on under this big mountain, which we actually learn quite early on is in fact a burial mound for something huge. Something that they decided to take centuries to build, to entomb it. And initially you think it's Santa Claus, and then the white bearded old man starts running around, and you think, oh, this is Santa Claus. I guess they were right. I guess he's already escaped or whatever. I guess he wasn't really dead. And then you find out there are several of these men, and then you find out that they're not Santa Claus. The giant thing in the ice is Santa Claus, and then you find out that the giant thing in the ice isn't Santa Claus, it's actually closer to being Krampus. Now, if you don't know Krampus, oh, I'm actually kind of out of glass. This has to be the last one, like, kind of pseudo box. Oh, that is nice. Gotta love that one. That'll be a nice little addition to the well. Krampus is a Germanic sort of pseudo-pagan kind of dealy, and his shtick is that he is essentially the negative counterpart to Santa Claus. So whereas Santa Claus will reward the good children, the well-behaved children, with gifts, Krampus, this is predating the whole coal idea of what naughty kids would get from Santa Claus. Krampus will punish them by stealing them, putting them into the basket on his back, and whipping them. He is punishment incarnate, essentially. He is the bad side, the unpleasant side of the coin, the flip side, if you will. And I have no idea which way home is, so that should do. Whoop. Up. And this way. Yay. Don't need to worry about the water anymore, it can't touch me. Well, apparently something did. Yeah. Wait, hang on, that's a node. I just ran right past a node. What's this one? This one is Aqua Terra. I've probably got enough Aqua and Terra right now. Ignis is probably something I need more of. But yeah, it's a great movie. I love the escalation. I love the progression and the procedure of like what they're fighting and all sorts, and like what is going on. They're rarely quite so certain what exactly is going on. It's really well done, and it serves as a really nice coming of age story whilst retaining the sort of like childish wonderment and such. The acting of pretty much everyone involved is fantastic. I love the characters' ideas. I love that they stick very true to the language issues. Like, of the adults, basically only one of them speaks fluent English, and like I love that they always make sure that he's the one that's speaking fluent English. That's pretty well done in my book. Also, speaking of well done, I really would like to know what the code is that's determining how these wooded jars render, because they seem to be very picky about it. Very strange. Yeah, I shall put together a better one for next time, and I'll go and grab those nodes, as well as a few more, most likely. Your homework for this time... Doop. Doop. Is getting back to form. We are going to be watching... by request and suggestion of Dave Ferrum himself, so if he's recommending a horror film, you know it's going to be interesting, is The Babadook. This is probably one of the best movies I've seen in recent history. Like, within the past few years, this is probably the best horror film I've seen. So, enjoy that, or not. Be terrified. If you are being terrified, the horror movie is doing its job. But that's The Babadook. I've been lying in bed more, and this has been the Yogscast Complete Pack Server, and I shall catch you all